The subby cow 4 is cleared for landing, here in surviving Mars. The new colony builder that's coming out on Steam on March the 15th. And we're going to have a little bit of a go on a reasonably easy map. It starts off very like RimWorld. You can just choose wherever you want to land and choose your difficulty and stuff like that. And so this one is one that's replete with resources, and we shouldn't have too hard a time of it. But there are things like meteors and dust storms and things to take care of. To start with, and before we get any sniff of a colonist, we actually have to deal with loads of drones. There are the lads, all the lads together. Right, okay, so I've got to actually start building. I'm going to leave the tutorial tips on at the top, just because I've only played for a couple of hours so far. And let's have a look at the map of where we are. This is the sector on the planet which I chose to land in. Made sure that I found a place that's quite close to resources. That was the one it suggested to me because it's got concrete and also rare metals to actually explore. But I decided instead to choose over here because it's near water, and we've also got concrete and metal here. So I thought, land the ship here and we'll be able to get water, which will turn into various things, including, well, just water. And I've got some concrete and some metals, and everything should be groovy, really. So we really just have to start things off. Let's bung down some power. First of all, I've got 2 Stirling generators which will provide power, so let's start with that. But also large solar panels. So we've got ourselves the startings of a grid. We also need to put down some storage. Let's put down a universal depot, which we'll put this right next to the ship, so the drones can unload all the stuff that's on the ship, which is metals, concrete. Actually, this doesn't contain any basic resources. We have to mine those ourselves. But it does contain a bit of advanced resources that we will need to construct certain things. And at the moment, the drones are actually off to mine some metal. They do this automatically. If there's anything nearby them, they'll do that. If I want to actually get the drones to explore a wider area than this, I will actually have to move my lad around. And this is the rover. And we've got a few other kind of rovery type things. We've got Explorer, which explores any anomalies that you happen to find. And there's also the transport guy, who can go further afield and gather stuff from, well, over beyond where we've actually landed and stuff. At the heart of the game, there's also mysteries. You can choose your mystery to that will actually provide the story of the game from the start, or you can choose a random one. I've just gone with random, so I've no idea what's going on whatsoever. In the meantime, let's actually be... Oh, hello. I think I just double-clicked. In the meantime, I'm actually going to be scanning a new area. Am I actually going to scan the area that we're actually kind of in? I've just got to do that. That should actually hopefully reveal anything else that we've missed. So far, I'm not hugely enamoured with the controls. There's a bit of a kind of like a scroll wheel will kind of like flip out to the map quite easily, and also the rotating thing is centred around a point that it's just a bit awkward. But I'm sure I'll get used to that. I'm over here now. Just press Control. There we go. That speeds things up a little. So already my guys, my lads, have been building the. That's just a prefab, because you get some prefabs. Some things that you can make yourself, but other ones you actually have to order on a rocket from Earth. And periodically you can send your rocket back to Earth and bring it back again. But you've also got some spare rockets that happen to be already on Earth that you can summon to bring yourself more supplies. Eventually, once you've actually built a dome, you'll be able to fill it full of colonists, and then the full game really unlocks. But for now, we really just need to prepare. What I really should be doing, instead of gassing on like a prick, is setting up a little concrete extractor. Let's put it kind of, try and get as much as we can, do it there. We'll have to connect this to our power grid. Actually, I'll be building a battery as well, so we can store things, because obviously solar panels only work in the daytime. I might actually have to do a little spinning around. We're talking about a revolution. Right, power cables. So we need to connect up anything that, well, provides power to anything that needs power. Actually, where is the Oh, that hasn't. I think I'll actually wait until that's constructed. That might be it. Oh, goddamn camera! Hang on, there we go. That's more like it. Oh, I think I'll wait until that's actually constructed. It needs metals and machine parts. Do we actually have any metal at the moment? Not really. I think we've been... Okay, let's send out our transporter. I think they are slowly gathering stuff from over here. Let's speed things up a little bit. Seems like early on it's a good thing to do. I'm going to get my transporter to do some additional loading of metal, which will hopefully speed things up a little bit. I can let him do that. He's got a capacity of 30, so he can slowly be mining out metals. Look, there he is. He's got 1 so far in several seconds, so that'll take a while. And then I can Oh, he's off. Once he's done that, he can come back and put it on the storage. Oh, there's a solar panel. Popping up. Hello. So that... Periodically, a lot of these buildings do require maintenance, so you need to keep on basically feeding it with metal every so often. Other buildings have different requirements. This one, for instance, has polymer requirements, which unfortunately you can't just mine out yourself, you have to get in other ways. You can manufacture it using Polymer Factory, but I don't actually have the prefab for that. We've got a fuel refinery, which we could probably pop up, and that's a prefab, so if I can only place one down and then have to order new ones. Well, let's put the Polymer Factory kind of here-ish in the surprisingly unexplored sector. And we've almost... Oh, hello! A meteorite just landed very close to us. It's a perpetual problem, that. Let's... That's completely the wrong button. Let's press that button. That's the research button. And let's choose this one. Transport optimization. The RC transport harvests resources faster. We're currently using that guy to do the metal stuff. So, I mean, in fact, like that research grid, I could actually do more stuff. I could actually like queue things up. Let's have a look. Probes are cheaper and can deep span. Let's actually do that one. Yeah. So that'll do it at some point in the near future. Right, building's not working. And that's possibly because we haven't connected anything up properly using the power lines. Right. Very simple. Yes, it's got a little bit of a reach, so you can see it's those are the actual main the main bit of cable, and those are like the extension cable that the game generates automatically. Very RimWorldy. So we're just kind of like waiting a little bit for things to happen. Oh, hang on, our concrete factory Extractor is nearly built. And it's built! One of your buildings needs electrical power, produced by solar panels, wind turbines, or another power generator. Well. Let's connect it up then. Let's run a slightly confusing cable round to here. I think... I can't remember from... Do you need to connect it up to the main bit or not? Maybe. I'm not 100% sure with the power thing, whether... I think you need to... you may actually need to go around to the... I don't know though. I think that's just indicating resources. I keep on thinking that's the front... Oh, never mind. Anyway, so we'll need to let these drones... Oh, that little guy is flashing because he needs to recharge. All drones need to like recharge their battery from time to time. And you can add recharge stations, or the drones can just go back to their mother rover, which serves as a mobile base for my drones. Oh, hello, I'm accidentally controlling it. In the meantime, let's build some other assorted useful things. Like a sensor tower will tell me if meteorites are about to tonk me. That needs to go on the grid, so I'll put it next to the power line. I could build a little drone hub, that's like an improved static version of the rover. And so all the drones will... you can control all the drones in a certain area. Let's... Oh, right, drone hub can go... Again, it has to be on the grid, this. Where can I put it there? Right, you lad. The fuel refinery does actually need water now. So it looks like we are going to have to do something about you. So we need a water extractor. It might be a bit too far out to actually build at the moment. Let's have a look. Well, you can build it, but it's going to be... Let's have a look at the progress of the scanning. Only 61% so far. I can actually press X to deploy an orbital probe, which will speed things up. But I've only got a limited amount of those, I think. But we'll let that run. And I'll just actually let's see. I'm going to do the probe on this one. I think it's an instant scan.
Sector scanned.
There it is. And by the looks of it, we've got rare metals and metals with a little triangle in it, wasn't it? Yeah. No, whatever. Anyway. So that's going to be underground. An underground deposit. So we wouldn't have known about that if it wasn't for that scan. So is everything working nicely? We are not yet ready to exploit underground metal deposits. Oh, that's right, because it needs colonists. And therefore we need domes. But that's not for now. What we really need to do is set up this water thing. I don't think anyone's going to build that until the drones get a bit closer. It needs concrete and machine parts. At the moment, we don't have any concrete. Oh, I'm actually Yes, I'm not actually connected the power thing correctly. So when I was practicing around with this, I did manage to do that without first time without thinking, and then subsequently, why can't I do this? Uneven terrain. I think it just needs to go into. Hang on, let's try that. Speed things up a bit. Hopefully that'll provide the power. You can see so... Oh, there he is. Look, now we've got the little power connector there. All very nice. So we do need to get this built, but before that happens, we will actually need to get the concrete. You do not start with that. Insufficient power. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do for now is just open this up, which will increase the amount of power it generates, but it will get gummed up with dust over time and require maintenance. So we'll let that happen. So the total demand on the grid is 15, and now it's 25.
Sector scanned. Select a sector to scan.
Oh, we've actually finally scanned the sector I'm actually in. There's actually loads of stuff in here. To hell with... Yeah, that's a tip. I don't want the tip. So let's scan a few more. Let's queue up a few places to scan. There we go. Stirling generator doing sterling work. But what we should do probably is increase our power amount. What does this require? This only requires 4 metals. I think we're going to be swimming in metals. So I'm not going to worry too much about that. Concrete extractor is working overtime, which is nice to see. Right. So how much concrete do we actually have now? I think I probably do need in the storage area. Let's make a little concrete dedicated storage thing there. You can get very complicated with all that storage solutions. Oh, the lads are actually... No, it's fine, it's fine. The lads are actually going to build. It's just a long way. I think they're taking concrete, the first concrete that we've made. An underwater deposit of... An underground deposit of water can be exploited by a thingy. I am unable to read anything at the moment. Thankfully, I don't need to... Oh, God! They've given up because they've lost their battery. Right, so currently the tip is telling me to make another storage thing. Ooh, another sector. Oh, an anomaly! Ooh, right. So I need to put a dumping ground near the concretarium. So let's just put that there. That will produce a lot of waste, so that'll get dumped in there. Again, very RimWorld. It's like RimWorld crossed with Aven Colony, I guess. But unlike Aven Colony, this is a lot more kind of like randomised and whatever. It feels like you've got a lot more control. That was the one thing I didn't really like about Aven Colony, is it looked beautiful and played quite nicely, but it still felt you were very kind of... it didn't really give you that much options of real sort of like freedom of city building, although to be fair, I was only playing the beta. Never actually played the final release of that. I think it came out. Whatever. Anyway, you probably already know my thoughts on RimWorld. I played a lot of it. Anyway, we need to start laying pipes. That's not used to the menus. Right, so that's telling me I can connect up to there to get to the... it's a very strange system. It's actually up in the air water pipes, which is... Oh, I could just do like that. Actually, am I on concrete? So I'm actually on concrete at the moment. I completely didn't notice that. I don't know why I've gone around that bit. Never mind. We'll never suffer for concrete anyway. Anyway, building's not working. That's that one because we haven't got any water. I haven't got that one because... Oh, tits. Yeah, we do actually need power for that. Which means of laying a very long pipe. From...
Sector scanned.
Why are we scanning for all over the place now? Let's just do a really long... Oh, hang on. Let's just have to go slightly up in the air. Well, I'll keep the infrastructure kind of on top of each other. That seems to be a sensible thing to do. There, they'll make that with metal. Speaking of which, that metal seems to be, yeah, getting quite exploited. This is actually full of metal, this. I completely forgot to go and unload. Over here. Once again, though. Oh, shit. Oh, no. No, okay. Unload. There does seem to be slight inconsistencies with the controls, hence why I'm a bit fumbling at times. So it's got a very strange system of right-click kind of opens the build menu, And left click kind of cancels it. Oh, it doesn't actually. It's toggle right click. And some of the instructions that you seem to give with the left and some with the right, so I haven't quite got my head around it fully yet. Anyway, the point is, I am now going to make a second universal depot. I can let's put it in the middle. I'm going to keep it fairly contained. Right, so there's an anomaly somewhere. It said there's going to be an anomaly. Air production. Oh, we've got to make oxygen. It's already going on about oxygen. Unfortunately, we seem to. The tips are kind of like in the way. Okay, so I needed to make a Moxie and an oxygen tank. Let's get rid of that for a second. Where's the anomaly? It's right there. Yeah. I'm going to just be doing a little bit extra scanning there. Let's actually. Right, so the anomalies.
Complete.
Oh, we've researched a thing. Okay, so my explorer, where is it? RC Explorer. I'm just going to send him on a mission to analyse the anomaly, and then I can just leave him to it. Research complete. It's actually queued up the other one, so I don't need to worry about that. So, transport optimization, that means... Just remind ourselves, actually. The RC transport harvests things faster. He's actually not doing anything at the moment. Where's the transporter? There he is. Let's go and be doing that. Let's go and load those resources. You can set up trade routes using these guys. I haven't investigated that just yet. My dumping site is starting to get full. It's about a third full. I've actually got a load of resources now. Look at this. This is my things are filling up fast. I am keen to get a polymer producing thing, because when your batteries and things start to degrade and you run out of polymers, it's going to be incredibly difficult to actually repair them, and then things will go south very quickly.
Anomaly analyzed.
Oh, hello.
Milestone achieved.
What does that even do? I'm going to slightly slow the game down. I realise I'm still on full speed. Oh, okay, so we've actually analysed that. We've actually get the new...
There's more to the barren environs of the Red Planet than meets the eye. A veritable treasure trove of undiscovered knowledge and wonder. So long as you know where to look.
Yep. So, apparently, I have researched... Oh, I haven't actually researched them, but on the research screen we've revealed drone swarm and subsurface heating. Ah! Right, I see. That's how you do that. Right, so I'm going to queue this lot up then. Drones and rovers move 25% faster. Yeah, that'll do. Drone hubs are constructed with additional 2 drones. Okay, let's actually queue all that up. A useful little anomaly. Let's bring my explorer back home. Now let's build our oxygen area. Oh no, I've just... Click there. Left click to cancel that. Right click to open the build menu. And we need the oxygen. Life support. So, Moxie produces oxygen. All it consumes is a bit of power, so that's rather tasty. Where should we put it? Well, we've no longer got any space to...
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
Another anomaly? Well, we may as well be putting it here, I guess. And let's rotate it, like that. I think it does need water pipage as well. But we are kind of basically on grid. I think it's automatically going to do it because I've already put the pipes over that. That should be fine. And we also need the water tank. Or the water tower for storage. May as well put that next door. That's our water district. This is the power district. That's the autosave. And that's the water district. Where's this other anomaly? The anomaly is miles away, but I'm sure we'll cope. I wonder if you can do it from this screen. I think you can. Huh, that was convenient. Right, so he's off. He's off. Hopefully unlock us some more stuff. This does not seem to be connected. It does. What's the problem here? Must be connected to an oxygen consumer. Okay, I don't think we actually need to... we haven't actually got anything to oxygenate yet. Because all we've got at the moment are the drone lads. So I'm thinking about... Look at this, it's almost... yeah, look, the maintenance is required. It'll do it automatically, but... Total demand 20... Actually, dicks, we actually do need more power. Well, I've got the Stirling generator to deploy, so I might as well be doing that. I kind of want to close the Stirling generator so it doesn't get too maintenanced up. So let's start increasing our solar. Put one there. That drone can move. Second one there. And once that's all done, so we've got our production 40 over 22. So in fact, I'm going to close this now. There, that'll save on some maintenance. Okay, so we've got ourselves another anomaly scanning. Blah 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 blah. He says the same thing every time. So we've researched this time life from Mars and productivity training, all under the social aspects of things. Let's have a look. Oh, okay, we've already got that. So that improves engineers and geologists and life from Mars. More applicants will start to appear on Earth. We should probably be thinking about getting some spaceships sorted. Let's have a look at our ship. Our ship is very slowly refueling. Was that fuel? Did we actually put down? Yeah, it is. The fuel refinery. Oh, domes, hello. Yeah, it's now finally telling me I should actually build a dome. To the crystal dome. So let's actually build it. Basic dome. Right, so what we really need to do is ideally put this close to thing. I'm kind of like tempted to put it over here, which is a bit far away from our industrial zone, but it will mean that we can mine down to unlock stuff. So if I put it there, it's too far from working drone commander. So I mean, I've got a drone hub, so I'm wondering. Because last time I did this, I just put the dome really close to the thing. I'm thinking maybe if we put that... Come on, move. Move it. Why didn't it... There we go. It's just taking its time. I'm just wondering if you can actually... Oh, dear, no, stay there. Left click. Right, there we go. We can actually... Yeah, that's it. We can actually do that. Let's put the dome there. And we probably will need power. Incidentally, the dome takes a lot of concrete, a lot of metals, and a lot of polymers. So that Polymer Factory is probably a thing that we need to construct soon. Once we've actually got the... Oh god, there's so much stuff. Once we've got all the stuff. I mean, we'll actually have to lay quite a lot of piping here, won't I? First of all, let's sort out the power cable. Can do it from over here.
Sector scanned.
There we go. I'm busy scanning sectors to little end. All the stuff up here is piss, so we don't want to. We don't want piss. So we don't want to mine piss. What would you do with this all? Anyway, let's see what am I doing. Life spot. There it is. Pipes. This is going to be a long old pipe. The trouble is, the longer your pipes. Is that? Yeah, that's fine. The longer your pipes, the more at risk they are from being hit by things, I guess. Right. There we go. Got to do it to that exact spot. Or one of those exact spots. There! I sense a weakness in the grid. And speaking of which, maybe whilst that's happening... I wonder how much... Actually, generally, how much stuff have we got? Concrete, 15. Oh, I've got more over there. So we've got 45 concrete, which isn't quite enough to build the dome yet, but... Oh, it won't take long. Metals. Actually, let's see how much metals we've got. 21. I've got 50-something. We've also got some over here on this lad, which appears to have increased capacity. That must be one of the techs. Let's go and unload over here. Actually, is there enough space? Hang on, let's get more storage. Let's actually have a specific metals thing. We can put that there. And unload. Oh, it's left click. Why is it left click? Right click to move, left click to... Anyway, let's try that again. Right, now cancel. Oh look, the pipe is slowly being made in sections. So once this is built, I will actually be able to exploit this stuff. But you do actually have to... The colonists will actually have to get involved in that. Give them all jobs. Oh god, that metal thing is right there, isn't it? That's exploited by a metals extractor. Let's have a look at the metals extractor. There it is. Consumes 5 power. Requires 12 workers. 4 per work shift. And base production, 20 metals. All extractors contaminate nearby buildings with dust. Well, that's unfortunate, isn't it? Because that's really close to the dome. Oh well. Let's see what's going on. What's your problem? Are you still... Oh, you... Okay. So we... Yeah, whatever. Now, I'm thinking... We do kind of, in theory, need an oxygen store. Do we actually have anywhere to store oxygen at the moment? I don't think we... I have a feeling I never actually got round to that. Oxygen tank. No, that's right. Let's put it over here. Actually, let's put it over here. That means if, for whatever reason, we lose the pipeline here, for instance, we'll still be able to oxygenate our colony.
Scanned.
This was an absolute bust. All this scanning around here was a total bust. So let's scan what's probably going to be a bit more useful. So in this game you do get kind of like events that happen, like major meteor storms and stuff like that. But so far, I think the scenario I chose has a fairly low probability of that happening. So we haven't seen anything like that just yet. On my practice playthrough, just as my colonists arrived for my dome, literally that same hour in game, a meteor storm started. Excuse me. And my oxygen went down because I think a meteor directly hit the oxygen place. Which was fun. Great scenes. I feel expensive. I think what you really ideally need to do is redundancies. Because as I say, because the only oxygen thing at the moment is right over there in the oxygen district. The oxygen and water district as it now is. And if that goes down, we're fucked. But that's kind of like why the tanks are involved. Storage. I think maybe the water tower should be over here as well. Or maybe a second one. I mean, it's got 100 waters at the moment, which is quite a lot. As you can see, it doesn't work during cold waves. That's one of the bad events. Meanwhile, the concrete extractor... Stored concrete, that's fine. Let's hope it's not going to run out anytime soon. It should be fine. We've got plenty of concrete areas. We've got a water generator. We've got a fuel refinery. Should be busy producing fuel. They're slowly refueling. I'm thinking about maybe ordering up a rocket. We will actually need some people for our dome. At the moment it's very slow going. Maybe. No, I'll leave it. So I think slowly doing it. I think it's because it's a bit... it's going so slowly because it's located quite a distance away from my main centre. But I should be probably ordering... Well, I don't really want to order any colonists up just yet for my ship because the dome might not actually be built by the time they get here, and then they'll just fall over or something. And so I'm just double checking. I've got enough polymers to build the dome. And metals, that should be fine. And concrete should be fine eventually. I mean, actually, look at this. I mean, we've got... You can see the little blocks of concrete. It's giving me extra fuels for the original A-train. Those little blocks of white cargo they used to get on that. Right, so let's order up some cargo. It might be wise to order up some polymers. Let's get a good load of polymers. Let's have a look at the prefab buildings as well. I might order another drone hub because we will need another one of those, I think. Stirling generators, good reliable generators. But we can just deal with solar power and batteries at this point. I'm not going to worry too much. It may be wise to actually start thinking about all these as well. So the polymers order will give me a head start on that, but we will need a factory. Longer term. Moisture. We have not got any of these. I think I might actually get one of those. That would provide a good backup. So this is actually quite... We're using up space on the rocket quite a bit. We've got plenty of cash. We've only got 3 total rockets. So let's see. Do I need any of these? Maybe I'll do a few more drones. Look, 1,000 kilograms each. That's quite heavy. Concrete, we don't need to worry about that. I'll load up some food. That'll give us a good head start for our colonists. We've got some in the ship, I think. A few of these, and that's all my weight taken care of. So that's quite expensive, but who cares? Launch! And that ship will eventually turn up. We've got a little speedo thing there. It'll tell me when it's due to arrive. It's 2% travelled so far, so that'll arrive in, well, 98%'s time. Percentage is totally a unit of time now. Meanwhile, concrete is... Oh god, it's just the concrete that's the problem at the moment. I'm thinking about...
Research complete.
Adaptive probes. Now that's what I'm thinking about. So what was that? That was, what was that? Adapted probes. Ah, whatever. Extractor amplification. Ooh. Increases production. I don't know about that. Subsurface heating. Can I actually research this yet? Don't think I probably need to worry about that too much. Yeah, whatever. I'll let things research. Well, we've got ourselves a malfunctioning cable here, so we are losing power. We'll eventually repair that at some point. Although I have kind of like prioritised. Oh, we've built the oxygen tank. Concrete domes coming on, but we actually have got the arrival of the ship, the new ship. Let's put that. This will provide some. Let's just bung it. Actually, let's bung it here, which is not as crazy as it sounds. Hopefully, I'll be able to unload stuff. Well, actually, that's probably not a good idea at all. I might actually add a couple of extra storages. There we go. And some more drones have arrived to... Oh, those are the ones I ordered up, aren't they? Oh, that's good. Because I actually did need more drones, because I was starting to feel the effects of that. Oh yeah, what was that? Oh yeah, I've added a new concrete extractor. I've also built a new concrete storage there, just so I can try and speed things up. Cables are all busy doing. So everything, yeah, that's now arrived, and we've got a ship full of polymers, electronics, and machine parts. So that'll help us in our quest to make sure that people don't die. And that's almost built. So I will actually start thinking about having a ship, another ship, which can bring us people. This lad will just stay there until it's refueled, and then we can either leave it here or we can send it back. Got 2 rockets on the go at the moment. We could send this guy. Oh, we can't actually. Still painfully slow refueling, isn't it? Subby Cow 4. Did I actually give this one a name? I don't think I did. Delta 2? Don't call it that. Let's call it the Prick O Cargo. It's the Irish Prick. I don't know. Actually, it does look very kind of like a dolphin on its side. Also, if you do actually look at my ship, you can actually choose your logo, and I chose the Brussels Sprouts one for reasons unknown. Hopefully they'll add the facility to be able to put your own logo on there, like upload an offensive image, possibly of a willy, probably of a willy. Anyway, yeah, so that's almost done. I think I'm going to risk ordering up passengers now. Now, this is actually quite complicated. This is, you can sort of like restrict them here. Let's see. And then choose them here or something. It's all a bit kind of like clever. It'll take a while. In fact, what I could do is let's reject all the middle-aged reject the middle-aged people, and the children already rejected. So back. Matching colonies. We've got 63 to choose from. Sex, that's fine. Don't need anything to worry about that. Perks. Ooh, I have some sexy colonists. Sexy 69. Nice. Etc. Right. So I'm just going to choose. I'm going to choose things fairly at random. I mean, you can really go to town choosing a colonist here, but let's just try and pick a fairly broad spectrum of stuff. Just going to double check to see we haven't got any major flaws flapping about the place. Should be okay. So let's see. Matching approved colonist 6 of 12. Botanist. I don't think we had a botanist. Geologist. Another scientist. Hopefully I am choosing a good random selection of men and women just to make sure that we can breed like bloody rabbits. Another engineer. Another medic. And you. Right. Loads. Lots of mateys. Is the ship's name? Launch. It'll be fine. It's just warning me that we haven't actually built the dome yet. But what can possibly go wrong? Well, let's say it's... Oh god, I think I've given myself a rather idiotic problem here. That might have been a mistake. As I'm prioritising make damn sure that they prioritise the dome above anything else. So they're all busy unloading everything, including polymers. I'm hoping they actually might unload stuff to my universal depot over here instead of taking it all the way back here. But we'll see. Let's see how the dome's going. Ah, they're starting to deliver metals and polymers directly to it. Oh good, that's actually just going to speed things up immensely. Okay, so right now what we've got is these drones over here are going from my little metal deposit over here and dragging the metal directly here, which is rather helpful. And because we are nearly there, we just need 5 more metals and that'll be it. And the ship isn't due to arrive for another 53%. So I think we're fine, so long as they actually build the damn thing in time, they don't like just run out of recharge. I might actually build a drone recharge station. Oh, something is actually running out of power, it's just telling me there. Right, now we're actually constructing the dome. And once we've done that, we can start loading it with homes, education, research, and various other services. I said doing it in the wrong order. Right, living quarters, we'll probably need that. Let's move the camera. I can't build it just yet.
Milestone achieved.
Living quarters, it's actually telling me at the top there to build exactly what I've just built. So hopefully they may actually need this to be built before the people arrive. 76%. This requires 10 concretes. We should be fine with that because we have got concrete there in the shadow of the ship. Meanwhile, how's that going for fuel? That's not it's never going to be fuel. And this is the thing that's going to be fuel first. Anyway, that's got 20 more fuels to get. Let's see. Sector scanning. Still not really producing much in the way of anything, but who cares? Because we've got plenty of stuff around here. So are they actually building this? We've got one... Oh, no, we haven't. Living quarters. Oh, yeah, we've got half the... Ah, that's fine. Wait, what's going on there? What's that? What's happened here? Not enough power... Oh, dicks. Okay. Right, let's open the... let's open these guys. There, that'll immediately give us more power. Let's check the grid. Hourly production 40, total demand 42. God damn it. What's this? Oh, the people have arrived! Which is unfortunate because the dome isn't quite built. Or the living quarters aren't built. Let's put this there. We'll bring some food with them, but we should be okay. Anyway, let's just check the grid again. That's not the grid. 40, 42. Yeah, so we will need... I'll just make sure that I do actually add a bit of extra power. Let's build a bit closer, actually. We need to build it kind of there. And a bonus one there. And... Come on, lads. Please get the concrete there in time. Look, the ship's landing. They've got nowhere to live. Where's this? Where's the... There it is! Ah, the rocket is arriving. Quick!
Full of hope and determination.
Yeah. They've got nowhere to live. Right, here we go. Slow this down a bit. Suggested building research lab. Yeah, whatever. So, here we go, look. Mates! There's my mates! All looking for a house, which they don't have. Colby Jenkins! Who we can rename. Mate! Mate! There, he's now called Mate. And you can do that with everyone, if you really wanted to. Come on, Mate. Oh, your new houses are pretty much built. And this actually uses a load of power, and oxygen, and water, and food. So, you've really got to prepare in advance for this. Which does mean I mean, these things are kind of like probably a high priority item right now. No, the drones aren't really doing a huge amount anyway. So, just one final check of the grid. Total demand is actually more. We're actually using up our storage at the moment because we haven't got quite enough power. But once these are built, everything should be fine. We just need some more metals. By the looks of it, metals are actually a bit... there's some metals here. I think we might have to start moving things around in a more sensible manner. What are you... Oh, your storage space is full. I think the drones simply aren't taking things out of it. Okay, that's fine. I think the founder stage thing, I think we've got to like prove that we can keep these guys alive for like 10 days and before we're allowed to get any more colonists. But by the looks of it, I think we're going okay so far. At the moment, I think everyone's just massively unemployed. So that's why we've got little icons there. But at least they're alive, and that's the main thing. So we just need to produce a bit of power, and I think we'll be sorted. Okay, so this is Surviving Mars. I'm sure we'll play some more of this because it's really good fun, and it's a lot more. It's a lot more than I expected. Actually, it's a lot more like a lot more designy, proper actually a proper city builder. It's not like full of restrictions or whatever. There's plenty you can do, and I'd be interested to see what happens as things get a little tougher and more complex. So yeah, this is out on Steam March the 15th. I'm not quite sure when this video is going out, probably the day before or something. So yeah, it'll be out almost immediately. And lots of people have already done videos on this as well, so you should be well aware of this. But this time it's me playing it, which is far more important. Anyway, so do subscribe to be notified when new stuff goes live, including hopefully this. Do check out my Patreon if you want to help support the channel, keep us all going, and also unlock loads of bonus videos for you. And buildings are not working again. God damn it. Anyway. Oh, hello! Lads! We have power. Finally. Cool. Okay, so see you next time. Bye-bye.